Hello, hello Devoners, Mrs Whitehouse here again with some more Zentangle ideas. As it's getting close to Easter, I thought it might be nice to do a Zentangled Easter egg design. The first thing is to get a design of an Easter egg. I have actually downloaded some from the internet as a download, but you'd have to ask an adult to help you to do that. There are certain shapes that you can get in different places, but I found a way of drawing an egg shape which sort of looks like an egg. So you need something with a large circle. So I've got a big cup here. Oops. And then I've got a smaller circle. So I'm going to make my first circle onto my piece of paper. I do this very faintly with a pencil, because you can rub these lines out afterwards. Okay, so I've almost done a complete circle, but I don't need a complete circle. So that's my base of my Easter egg. And if you find a slightly smaller circle and put it about a third the way down, and just draw that very, very lightly, because you're going to rub out all of these lines. Take that away and just join up the sides here. You have a sort of Easter egg shape. I'm going to get rid of those. Okay, if you put your circle, your second circle, a little bit higher up, your egg would become a little bit more egg-shaped. Then take the pen that you're going to be doing your designs in. So you're going to need a fine liner, would be really good, but if you have felt pens, you could use those. It's better if it's a pen rather than a colouring pencil. And you might need someone to help you do this, but you're going to go all the way around really carefully. Don't worry if it's not perfect, because not everything is when you're drawing. Okay, so that's my egg shape. Yours might look a little different to mine. It doesn't really matter, it's the shape and it's the idea of it that's really what we're after. Then you're going to cut your egg shape into some smaller spaces so that you've got something to draw inside. Don't make too many spaces, because you need them to be a certain size to actually have a nice effect, or else they're all too squashed together. And then you start doing your little designs inside. Now I've shown you on a couple of other videos I've done that you can use simple shapes that you know, so we can have little flowers, that's quite nice for Easter. You can have some little squirrely bits, you can have some circles, hundreds and hundreds of different shapes you could use. Okay, so then we start to do our design. I always practice my little bit on here, because if there's a design you're not sure of, at least you can have a go and it won't spoil your actual finished product. So I'm going to use my little triangles first. Okay, well they're more zigzags than triangles. Okay, just to make my lines look a little bit more interesting. Really take your time doing this, because it's something that's nice and relaxing, and you can get some nice effects if you take your time. Don't rush it, because it's not something you need to rush. You can go away and do something else, you can go away and have a little play, or you can come back and do it when you feel like it. You don't have to do the whole thing at once. I'm going to choose some circles now, so I'm going to have some circles in mind, because I think they look quite nice. Do some little half circles. Okay, and I'd carry on until that was all completely filled. I might try doing something slightly different, come down from the top of my shape. You can always start to do an area and then come back to it, so you might not want to do the whole thing at once. Or you think, oh, I might like to add a little bit more onto there. Add a double line there and just do some circles. And you can fill in the little bits in here, which is quite sweet. You can do it with the black or you can do it with another colour. Whatever you like, it's your design. Nothing is wrong and nothing is right. It's all your choice. Okay, and I would continue and fill that little area in as well. This is quite a nice one. So you do some little lines and then you make a square that comes off that. Okay, and then I might colour those in or put some circles inside them or put some little crosses inside them. And then you could do triangles. The choice is endless. Get your mums and dads to have a go at doing this as well and seeing what their designs would look like. Okay, so you just keep going and carry on filling in your little spaces, and you might land up with something that looks, this is one I did a little while ago, so I've got some flowers inside this whole section here, and that's quite nice. This is a nice little design where you have a line and 2 dots at each end. So I've sort of fiddled with those a little bit and got a nice little design on there. That's another one I had a go at doing, so that's bigger flowers. So you can copy any of these designs you see on here. These templates came from activityvillage.co.uk website, which has got lots of activities for children to do, and this is where these templates came from. And then one that I've actually coloured in, so you could do use your crayons, or crayons would probably be nice, to make this a little bit more colourful. And you can cut it out and you can go onto a card. If you're sending an Easter card, well, you can't send an Easter card perhaps at the moment, but you could make a card, take a picture of it and send it to someone that you'd like to send a card to, or make one for somebody in your house. Hope you have a nice Easter when it comes around, and I hope you enjoy doing your Zentangle Easter egg shapes. I'll be back some other time with some more ideas for you to do with your Zentangles. Okay, keep safe. Bye!